plan today, mate?
What's the plan today? I don't know. We're going to see if we're going to make it to Melbourne or not. What's going to happen.
And when do you leave?
Well, we're supposed to have left like 4 hours ago. So we're testing it instead. But yeah, so today we're down at the Motorplex. Been lucky enough to be granted an opportunity to test the car before we go to Melbourne. As everyone knows, we're going to LZ World Tour in Melbourne, Corolla Park, next weekend. 4,000 kilometre drive, so that's going to be interesting. As you guys would have just seen with that little quick walk around, the car looks very different. We've spent the last 5 weeks getting this car full overhaul, so new engine combo, new power adder, full new wiring loom, roll cage, full new interior, full new fuel system. Went down to the aero. Underestimated the time of what it was going to take to do what we were going to do, but I guess we kind of made it so far. We're going to see how testing goes today. We're waiting on some parts and some things to be finished off before we go, but we'll probably do a bit of a rundown on the car once we get to Melbourne and we've got the wheels and stuff on. We've got the new partner with the wheels that are going on the car. So
I think they're sponsors.
Yeah, we got Strom on board this season, which is cool. Got some things in the pipeline with them, which would be pretty cool to release. Can't say too much just yet, but yeah, it's really exciting to see that room come over here. Obviously, they're quite big in Europe and with Drift Masters and all that over in Europe, and they're looking to invade the Aussie market, so it's going to be pretty cool to see this car with those wheels on. We've had dramas with customs for the last bloody week, and hopefully we're going to get them tomorrow. That's our delay at the moment. Obviously the car's not 100% done yet, but
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed, yeah. Fingers crossed we're going to get our wheels tomorrow. We're obviously a little bit behind. We were supposed to have left today, but yeah, as you can see, the car's pretty much coming together now. New livery, new sponsors, new engine. See how we go. But yeah, today we're just going to test it. We go to Melbourne tomorrow, so hopefully if all goes well, we'll hopefully be loading up tomorrow. We'll be taking off. So.
Have you had much sleep?
No, not really. I don't think we're going to have much sleep on the lead up to an event, but pretty much 5 weeks straight we've worked on this car. I'll show you now while we're here, might as well.
Yep.
Now it's got, well, there's tape and stuff in there, but full roll cage, made in-house, Thunder Motorsport. Custom S15 dash, fiberglass, made to fit in. Obviously a lot of alley work in there now, new floor plates, new handbrake position, new shifter cover, new wiring, new switches, everything. So still pieces and parts to put in, but it's all mostly together now. It's just the final stages. So we've got like, get all the tape off the roll cage, you've got some panels and stuff to put in. We've actually got some sides that we've made to make the car a bit more aggressive, to make it look good. Obviously the wheels, but stage of telltale, obviously we're just going to go and test it and see what happens. So we're on a short time frame, obviously. Obviously there's a new big partner on board, we'll talk about that. Obviously we've got Vortec on board, Kappa Performance here in Australia, the dealer for Vortec, side mount superchargers. So now this car is running a built 6-litre with rods, pistons and a side mount supercharger. So we'll rip the bond off later and we'll show you, but yeah, it's going to be pretty wild. Made just over 600 horsepower. It's only a street tyre event this weekend, so we've left it turned down a little bit, but yeah, as you can see the car's pretty wild now. Like, yeah, it's been a long few weeks, and you can take it off if you want. Might as well take it off. We'll take it off.
So you got headlights now, mate?
We've got some custom headlights. We went to...
Looks like a car.
Yeah, so went to town a little bit. Obviously custom headlights, new Phoenix intercooler. Phoenix come on board again with this car. 100mm Pro Series intercooler that they've just released. Works an absolute treat. Yesterday on the dyno we got to see it put through its paces. Literally bone cold on this side, on the cold side. Stupidly hot air coming out the other side because we're working the blower a bit. It's not a small blower, but it's a bit small for this engine combo. Originally we're going to run it with the 5.7, but then we decided that we wanted to get it a bit spicy for LZ World Tour, and we've got a built 6-litre in there now, so a bit more cubes and obviously rods, pistons, lower comp. So the motor can take a lot more, but we're just going to see how we go. I think, yeah, just over 600 horsepower, so it's plenty enough to turn tyres and street tyres. Obviously went to town, obviously all new intake pipe, new manifold. We actually stole this manifold off my 34. Obviously that's another conversation, but yeah, this car robbed a couple of parts from the 34. And yeah, we're running a Vortec T trim, as you can see. Tagged my name on there too, which is pretty cool. But yeah, all fab work and everything done in-house. A lot of people to thank. They've helped along the way. 5 weeks to do what we've done has been a pretty quick stretch to try and do what we've done, but from all the little things, we'll go over another video, but custom front guards, extended, widened, bogged, prepped, wrapped in-house. As you can see, we've gone for like a bit of a wider look. Still running the same flares on the rear, but we've modified them. We've made like a custom lower lip that you guys will see probably once we get to Melbourne with new wheels and stuff. All the partners on board this year have obviously made it like custom wraps and tinting. Have wrapped the car, done the tint, obviously made it look a treat. We had FP design the livery. We've got a race suit coming and all our merch in the same design, which will be pretty cool. We've got FPS Fremantle Plumbing. Huge help, wouldn't be able to do LZ World Tour without him, so exciting to work with that company. Phoenix Radiators obviously supplying us the intercooler and all the stuff to make it work. And yeah, all our other sponsors that make it all happen. We had Mike from WA Race Developments come out last night. We scaled and weighed the car with all the new setup, and yeah, weighed obviously a little bit more now with a roll cage and a blower and all the stuff we put in. But
after all the takeaways on the late nights.
Yeah, and all the takeaways too. Driver put on a bit of weight too, but yeah, and then Perth Fork Trucks, they come on board with D1NZ this season, and yeah, we're continuing on with them, which is cool. Shield Lock and Key, the man behind the camera right now. He's been at the workshop with me every night, thrashing on this car, helping my vision come to life. And safe to say, I don't think the car would have been together right now if it wasn't for him. So big shout out to Ryan. Obviously Uni Clutch, clutch company we started working with this year, fully brand new style and design clutch that we're going to be running in this car. Same thing, I think we'll have to do another video on that because that's a pretty cool piece of kit. And yeah, we've obviously got strong wheels on board. Don't have the wheels today yet. Hopefully Customs are going to give them to me tomorrow, and then we're going to chuck them on, get on the trailer and head off. But yeah, obviously we can keep talking on and on, but that's the basic gist of this car now. We're going to go do testing. We're on a short time frame, but yeah, let's just see how we go today. While you're here, we might as well talk about this too. So it's got a full radium fuel cell, twin pump. It's got the space for a third pump, but doesn't need it. Obviously done all this fab work in-house, all speed flow fittings, crimp lines, and yeah, got our fuel tank nozzle up here now, which makes it easy. And yeah, a lot of talking, but
let's test it out.
All the hard work's paid off, so let's go test it out, and yeah, see what happens, I guess. So let's do it. Shakedown. Obviously we had the whole car apart, so yeah, we'll go like make sure the steering's working, make sure we've got all the gears, get a bit of temp in it, and we'll just see what happens. So I probably won't turn the tyre straight away, we'll just warm it up, get a bit of boost in it, make sure it's doing everything it should, and then we'll send it and see what happens. So sick. Good luck. Let's go do it.
any changes or?
Yeah, obviously a bit of emotion before when obviously we're pulling up. It's been a lot of work last 5 weeks, like nothing else, just straight work on this. So to see it come together, obviously to hear it, drive it, didn't do anything wild, obviously just shaking it down, use a bit of throttle at the end there to see what it would do. But plenty of grunt, that's for sure. But yeah, obviously just like the little teething issues now, we've got to just try and work out quickly as we can. We just had a bit of steering behind using the guard. We also modified the guards like we said earlier, so yeah, just cut the guard up a little bit and we'll go see if it's still got some bind there or what we're going to do. We'll go up again now and see how much smoke it makes.
What's the biggest difference so far you're noticing from before?
Obviously it's got double the power. It's got plenty of power now, so just torch the side. Obviously we're only running street tyres, but the event we're going to is a street tyre restricted class, so we're sort of running a similar tyre to what we will be running. It's only a 235 though, we're going to run 265. So it'll be a little bit more grip, but we're just mainly shaking the car down today. Might make a diff gear change once we get there. It's just hard to know, we've never driven the track, so it's got plenty of power. We've just got to pick a gear and stay in it, and I guess we'll just see what it can do now.
Alright, let's get it. Hello.
Hello. What's happening?
How was it?
It was wonderful. Yeah, as you can see, all loaded up, done, tested, survived. Happy man, happy car, happy life, they say.
Happy hay fever?
Happy hay fever. Bad hay fever today. Yeah, no, obviously we might just wrap this video up, but yeah, can't really complain, to be honest. Didn't know what to expect. Obviously, completely overhauled car. There's like no idea what's going to happen. Yeah, when you take the motor out alone and then go out of power outer, redo the wiring, redo the interior, roll cage, do everything. It's a big unknown. So to come here, have pretty much zero issues. We did flick one belt, but we bought like a Chinese belt from Repco today. That's all we could get. I had a spare one, which was a genuine one, and put that back on and had no dramas. So.
And that was a dry belt, not a blower belt, right?
Yeah, it was a dry belt, so it wasn't even a blower belt. So the big question for us obviously was, as everyone knows when you have a supercharger, is making sure the belt stays on there. The belt stayed on there today. It's lasted the dyno, it's lasted this, so I'm pretty confident in it. We worked with Kappa, who supplied the blower for a few weeks. Back when Taylor came over for round 4 of D1WA, we were actually trying to debut the blower at that round, and we worked ridiculously that long week, as everyone probably remember. But we just didn't get over the line and couldn't run it. So when we actually competed there, we had that blower on. It was bolted to the side of the engine, but it just didn't have any of the pipe work, intercooler or belt or anything like that. We just reverted it back to how it was with NA, and obviously at that event we managed to get a win going back to NA in the long hours and no sleep. But anyway, we're here, so we had to spend a bit of time. The reason why we actually had to go away from the blower for that round was because we had belt dramas just with the clearance with the crank and avoiding all the other pulleys and stuff. Maybe when we get back to the shop in another video we'll talk about all the ball belts and how it all works and stuff, but essentially we just had to change the way that the crank pulley was just to space everything out and get a bit of clearance, and yeah, it's all sorted now, not one issue, didn't flick a belt, didn't strip a belt, nothing. So obviously it's something that we will have to watch carefully. We'll have spares, and thanks to Kappa and Vortec, obviously as you guys would have heard, it's freaking ridiculous. And hope it sounds as good as it does in the car and feels, and yeah, we'll see. Obviously, big positive note, we're going to Melbourne tomorrow, so...
What's on the list before you head off? What do you still need to do?
We did say earlier, we've got some body panels that we've made, like we made custom lips and stuff like that in canards. I'm not sure, like because we're going to Melbourne, it's such a long drive, I think we might skip the whole thing of what we were doing just for this one. Obviously we're going to be driving along 4,000 kilometres of vibration and whatnot, so because it's an exposed trailer as well, I don't know, I think maybe we'll just leave them off. Other than that, driving wise, we've had a bit of steering bind today, so we'll get it back, we'll put it on the hoist, check that out. Hopefully we'll get our wheels from Customs, from Storms. They
seal up here?
Yeah, we've got to seal it up. Just little things, like it's all, as you can see, it's pieced together, it looks the way it looks. I think it looks freaking awesome. I can't wait to see some of the footage we got today, and yeah, obviously this was just a vision in my brain 6 weeks ago, and I was fortunate enough to have people around me that were willing to try build the vision that I had, and worked with some great people on one, the livery, the style of the car. Obviously had you down there with me today, and all throughout the last 6 weeks helping me design and fabricate everything we've done. You know, I don't want to go too crazy into it because this video was just about testing, but like all these wings and everything we've made, it's all custom made in-house from aluminium, and there's a lot of hours and work required to make all that stuff work. So maybe when we get back we'll showcase it. Obviously we're not showing anyone in Perth just yet, so maybe do like an open day or take it to an event and we'll showcase it with all the canards and all the stuff we built, and finish off all the little things that we don't get time to do now. But in terms of Melbourne, it's ready to go. We just got to do just little things like mount the overflow bottle properly, check the steering, just do it, give it a one big once over, make sure all the harnesses are set up perfect on the passenger side as well if we're doing any passenger rides, and just get it ready. That's really it. And obviously this week we've had to modify the trailer a lot because we're doing a big long trip, so we've like added a tyre rack, jerry can holder, we've got storage underneath for other parts and stuff like that. It was a lot of work, so it's hard to explain. I mean, it's easy when you watch a video or you see some photos and you go, oh yeah, they just put a tyre rack on it, and they just put a blower on it, and they just did a roll cage and whatever. But there's been weeks and weeks of like 20+ hour days of just non-stop work. Like this week, I think I've been to bed like 3 times. So
yeah, that's
and
true.
it was only for like an hour or two. So yeah, it's been a very long week. I don't feel relieved yet. Obviously, we've got to get on the road, but we've got to do some like weight checking with the trailer and the car. We're taking this Ranger over with this trailer. obviously now we've added the tyre rack, we've got some extra weight, and there's going to be wheels and stuff on there, so we're going to hit the weighbridge in the morning, hopefully get the new wheels. We'll have to do some clearance and fit up and stuff like that, and yeah, the list goes on. Like, I don't even know what the list is, but we're just going to keep ticking all the boxes. We're going to load it back up, and we're just going to head to Melbourne, and we're going to give it our best shot.
You're a machine, mate.
Yeah.
Running on no sleep for a long time.
I don't think it's me, it's everybody around me, but yeah, obviously Melbourne next, and we'll just give it our best shot. Obviously it's a completely untested car, so obviously we have high hopes of doing well and just being involved with the event, but at the same time too, we have to be realistic that we might have some teething issues and we might have some issues. Obviously even just the 4,000 kilometre drive, we might not even make it on time. Like, we could have issues with the car on the way over, or the trailer, or anything. So the challenge has really just begun, really. We're not even there yet, so we'll get over there, we'll go have some fun and see what the car can do.
Any flies, dude?
Oh, it's ridiculous. I feel like I'm just going like this the whole bloody video. But yeah, so that's a wrap anyway. So we're going to do some more footage and stuff obviously in the future. The biggest thing right now is just time. So we're going to, yeah, obviously we can't do too much behind the scenes with how much time we do have. So we're leaving for Melbourne tomorrow and we've got to get there in 3 days. So yeah, 4,000 kilometre trip. We're going to do some maybe recap stuff in the car on the way over, and we'll stuff around and yeah, try to get you guys some more info. But yeah, when we get back, we'll take you guys through the car, do a bit of an open day or something like that, and yeah, we'll go see you guys in the next video.